Did you know about the big overfishing issue? Did you know that according to the Future of Fish Foundation in 2017, $217 billion worth of seafood is produced worldwide each year, and the global seafood industry contributes to $870 billion to the worldwide economy? In the U.S. alone, the seafood industry is $196 billion and supports over 1 million jobs. And, not to mention worldwide, fish provides the main source of protein to 3 billion people, according to the Future of Fish Foundation. Now, I used to live in California, and that's a big state on eating seafood because it's on the coast. And going down to Monterey, quite often, I've seen the effects of overfishing and its harm to the ecosystem. Also, I have a lot of Japanese friends, and in Japan, as a coastal region that heavily relies on seafood, they are explaining to me what would happen without it, and it is devastating. Now, there are a few reasons why overfishing is a real issue and needs to be solved now. First, it needs to be solved because it's a huge factor in the world's economy. According to stats from the Future of Fish Foundation, $217 billion worth of seafood is produced worldwide each year, and, as I said earlier, the global seafood industry contributes to $870 billion to the worldwide economy. If fishing were to come to a halt due to overfishing, that would be extremely detrimental to our economy. Also, in the U.S. alone, the seafood industry is worth $196 billion and supports 1 million jobs. If all of the overfished stocks were built, it would generate another $31 billion and over 500,000 new jobs. So we really want to increase our fish stock. Now, also, according to the Japan Times, a news article straight from Japan, 96% of bluefin tuna population has already been depleted. As just one of many fish populations that are being overfished, it is important that they accept regulations on fishing limits so that these fish populations can increase. And bluefin tuna is just one of the many fish that are decreasing in size. Second, overfishing needs to be solved because it is a huge factor in the world's food industry. Without seafood, 3 billion people would lose their main source of protein, according to the Future of Fish Foundation. This would be a disaster for countries like Japan and other coastal regions where agriculture and livestock are scarce. Livestock areas are scarce due to the nature of their geography. According to the Japan Times again, 96% of bluefin tuna population is already depleted. Even as just one source, the tuna are big predators in the marine ecosystem. Without them, the checks and balance system of the oceans would be thrown off in a major way and could affect the populations of other fish and other sea lives. Now, how do we fight against this huge global issue? First, be proactive and understand what kind of fish you are buying and what companies you are buying from. When you buy it from big fishing corporations, you are contributing to a company that likely does not practice safe and sustainable fishing. Second, donate to your favorite marine conservation efforts. They do a great job of raising awareness for this topic, and they need funding for it. Also, there are wildlife conservation programs and to help reconstruct wildlife populations. Fourth, volunteer. Again, as I said, there are wildlife conservation programs to help and reconstruct these wildlife populations. Anything you can do, even if it's not your money, your time is very valuable. Fifth, buy from local fisheries. Local fisheries take a lot less from the ocean than big fisheries. They practice safe fishing techniques and can be easily regulated with fishing licenses. Sixth, adhere to fishing laws in your local water basins. All rivers and streams have fishing regulations regulating the amount of fish you can catch. Adhering to these laws will not only let you catch fish in a moderate amount and give the opportunity to naturally regenerate their population, it still gives you the opportunity to have fun when you're out camping. Finally, if you are a fisherman, use the turf method, or territorial use of the rights for fishing, according to the Rare channel on YouTube. This method of fishing can easily allow fishermen to fish while sustainably managing the fish populations. Now, the shore will be divided up into small territories, which the fishermen can get licenses for. And these are the two fishermen licensing territories. Now, in the middle, between these, there are territories that are called reserve areas, which there's no fishing allowed. These reserve areas in between the fishing territories let the fish populate and grow because no one can fish there. As the population increases, that population of fish spread out, and then fishermen can take advantage of it. This keeps the cycle of reproducing going instead of just fishing everything and all the fish going away. Now let me recap. I hope you are persuaded that overfishing is an extremely important issue going on in the world today, and we need to do something to stop it. Even by volunteering, donating money, practicing the safe fishing techniques, and if you're a fisherman, adhering to these fishing licenses and laws, we can reduce its impact on the world today, and more importantly, our economy and the safety of everyone on this earth. Are there any questions?